Hey, Mike Healy here, and I want to say thank you for joining me on our middle of the afternoon update and live broadcast coming to you from my home office. And we're going to do some fun things today. I've actually got, I'm going to show you, we're going to do some BIdpoint updates and we're going to do some training. So I'm going to show you a lot of great stuff today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that, I welcome you to the call. You're going to have to you want to probably take some notes. If you don't take any notes, I'll probably have a lot of this information. I'll put it somewhere in the info on the page itself, the video, so you can come back and watch that and so on. Let me welcome some people here. I'm going to show Neville. Hey, buddy, thanks for being on here. I appreciate it. But anyhow, there's Monty. Hey, Monty. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And I got a few more people on here. But I want to make sure I stay on this that are going to be jumping on this both live and recorded. So I'm going to just jump right into this training. I want to make sure that you get the best bang for your buck. I'm going to try to keep it fairly quick, probably take some questions at the end and kind of get you going on here so that you can see what we got. So again, also make sure you like this post, like this Facebook video, make sure you comment below and stuff like that. That helps it stay in the news feeds and so on. Okay, so why don't we jump right into this? I'm going to talk about I want to get the Facebook's training going. I'm sorry, not the Facebook's training. My bad. I want to talk to you a little bit about the training and updates. I'm going to show you some stuff that's coming right now that we've got going on. Okay. First and foremost, a lot of you guys have been requesting business cards, and Monty Bertrand, one of our partners, has put some mocks together. We've got some things that we've been working, and a lot of feedback has come back that we really like these. So be on the lookout. I'll make sure you get on those. We've got some brochures where you can see kind of some of it's obviously going to change some of the images and stuff, but you can kind of see a general idea of what's coming that we've been working on. Okay. And then what I'm going to do today is I wanted to cover the team training. Is basically, I wanted to kind of show you how to build a team, how to refer people to this thing and so on. And, I'm going to probably bounce back and forth. I'm not a very good multitasker when it comes to this stuff, so I might not be able to answer some of your comments if you're putting them in there right now so that I can stay focused on this. But I just wanted to show you this new format, too, of the ability for me to share my screen, not share my screen, but share some images with you so you can kind of follow along better. So what I want to do on this training is one of the things that I'm really good at is I'm very good at building sales organizations. And I've done it both, in traditional business, and I've done it through this, medium before energy, I've done it very, very successfully in other things and build sales organizations. So I'm going to show you exactly how that works, and I'm going to show you, kind of the best ways that you can jump on board with this too. So one of the bits a lot of you may or may not understand of why you would even build a referral business is you actually have the ability to earn a 10% commission match, okay? And really what that means is if you referred somebody, you referred Mark as an example, and Mark made $22,000 on his book of business, that would be the energy side, that could be the waste side, that could be the credit card processing, whatever he earns, you have the ability to earn a 10% check match on that, okay? So it's real exciting that we have put that together for you, okay? Now, so that's really, really simple, okay? Not hard to figure out. Now, what I have is this is a tried and true proven system, and I've done it before, and it's worked successfully. I've built teams into the thousands, and I've taught people to do that as well. So I'm going to show you, and you're going to want to probably take some notes on this, okay? Before I give you the 5 points, I want to talk to you about the benefit again. Now, obviously, you understand the benefits, but let me give you an analogy of why this works so well, okay? Most of you are familiar with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is obviously one of the largest multi-billion-dollar companies out there, and it's not because they sell or they have a storefront that sells Coke. They are completely leveraged because each Coke machine sells a handful of cans on a daily basis, and because of that, the expansion of that leverage of multiple locations allows them to earn billions and billions and billions of dollars a year. Okay, if you think about what you're doing with BIdpoint, if you decide to build maybe a little bit, go on the side of building a little more of an advisor team, you still have the same ability to kind of grow that. Now, I've got some sayings that I think really go along with this that really make sense as I'm showing you these steps. The one that I heard that I thought was so amazing was it said that the system is the solution. The system's a leverage by which you turn ordinary people into extraordinary performers. Because great businesses do not look for extraordinary people. Great businesses look for ordinary people and leverage them with extraordinary systems. This is real important that you understand that. Is if you really want to grow something quickly, if there's systems in place that allow you to multiply your efforts without having to be there, it allows you, kind of to go out there and really build a book of business really fast because you're leveraged, okay? But you're using these systems to automate your process, automate your messaging platform. That's what I wanted to kind of say, is you're going to automate the process of how people get this information, okay? So let me jump back into this. The other thing I've done, or I've heard in the sales organizations I've ever been in or established, a lot of times everybody's forcing people to try to go get motivated. But I heard this by a guy named Michael Gerber. I thought it was fantastic. He said, rather than motivate people to increase productivity, create systems to increase their productivity, and the motivation will naturally follow. And I think that you're going to see that as the evolution of BIdpoint continues with the new systems, the new tools, the new things that we're bringing on board with all of our vendors, our verticals, our services that we are offering, each one is becoming more and more sophisticated to the point that each one's going to have their own automated process of doing this. So it's going to speed everything up. That's what's really nice about this, okay? So let me keep going, okay? Now let's jump into the 5 steps, all right? So step number 1, it's typically you have somebody that's interested, and I would recommend that in this day and age, you text them this. Text the message that says something along the lines of, hey, Joe, I just found something out. It's pretty incredible. You have the ability to earn commissions off of credit card referrals or off of energy referrals or off of waste management referrals, or just pick one of those and send it to your friend, text to your friend. If you send them to promoterswanted.com, promoterswanted.com is a standalone video that, that nobody can sign up on or anything like that, that gives a 12-minute overview of exactly our program. Okay, the nice thing about this is this allows somebody to then, just run through the people as quick as possible to figure out if this is something that basically grabs their attention. And if it grabs their attention, that's when you're going to go to step 2. Now, step 2 is merely this. Because once somebody's interested, they typically have a handful of questions. Most of their questions can be easily answered, not by you, because we don't want you to be the message. We want you is by sending people to step 2, which would be on our blog site. You send them to bidpoint.co/super Saturday. It's bidpoint.co/super-Saturday. The reason for that is on that blog post is that is where the videos are hosted of all of the big live event that we did in Columbus. So we got it all videotaped, and it came out really well. Okay, so a lot of people have seen that, real excited about what they had. We got the recordings that we got, and it really came out well. This would lead them, if they've seen step 1, step 2, more than likely they're going to say, hey, this is something I want to do. You would lead you to helping them on step 3, which is getting them signed up. bidpoint.net/your username. Now let me talk to you about this real quick. One of the biggest things about why our business is exploding is the fact that it doesn't cost anything to become a member and advisor with BIdpoint, and there are no monthly fees. Understand that there is nobody that's offering the level of services that we have to offer. On our energy side, we have over 80 some suppliers that people can choose from to get their energy taken care of. Over on the waste side, we've got multiple services there that we can do with our waste tech, and then with the credit card processing, it's really incredible in the fact that some of the services or some of the companies that we're affiliated with in that space are the biggest in their space, in the world. Okay, so it's really, really important that you understand that nobody can really compete with what we're doing. We're a unique model, I believe. Okay, so it's real exciting. So once you get them signed up, I think this is the next, obviously, easy step to understand. And the new process, you're going to see that the new BIdpoint sign up page, we got rid of all the fluff on there. We just literally have a direct sign up page right there. Okay. The next evolution or next phase, the next point you would do, you would go to BIdpointTraining.com. That's BIdpointTraining.com after they've enrolled. Now, the purpose of this is obviously to get them trained. And what they're going to have to do is, as they go to the BIdpointTraining.com, they're going to have to set up an account to go in there, and we can track all this. That's what's nice about this, is I can track all the emails, the IP addresses, things like that. I know who's logged in on there, and I want to talk to whoever, just so you know that if you are not in our company and you sign up for some of these things, understand that we have the ability to track you, know who you are. That's okay. I don't mind you taking a look at that, but we just want to let you know that we're keeping an eye on you just as much as you're keeping an eye on us. BIdpoint, but you're going to go in here and you're going to be able to get a hold of the trainings, the downloads, everything you need to really do this. And then obviously, step 5 is very simple. You would repeat the process based on the fact of how big of a team you want. Maybe you want to just have a handful of people that you go have coffee with and, talk shop, or maybe you're, somebody that wants to really build a bigger organization, then you feel free to do that as well. You can repeat that process. Okay. So, I want to kind of throw the two, because this was another great saying, is by putting these systems in place, it really allows you. It says automation is to your time exactly what compounding interest is to your money. I think that's a really, really great saying, due to the fact that this automates the messaging to people if you have these kind of tools in place, these videos and so on. And this is really just a simple process. And in case you didn't know this, I want to talk to you about this, is based on all the data, because myself, Monty, and Rick, we try to make data-driven decisions versus opinion-based decisions now. I learned that a long time ago. Monty suggested some stuff, and I thought it was fantastic. But making data-driven decisions allows us to see the exact numbers of people that have hit the promoters wanted site, how many people have gone to the other pages, and so on. And basically, I'm telling you, we're looking at probably from the amount of people that go to promoters wanted all the way through the process and enroll is about a little over 30% of what the numbers are showing me exactly. If I know that if we get X amount of people to go see promoters wanted, 30% of them are enrolling and saying, this is what I want to become a part of. So that's really, really exciting for that to be going on. All right, some final thoughts on just this training part. I want to talk to you just a little bit after this slide. Remember, recruiting is a process. It's not an event. This isn't something that should be rushed. Understand that if you just become the messenger and not the message, use the tools to tell the story. It's going to be a lot easier for you. Learn to say less to more people. Hey, you can't badger and beg somebody to make money for themselves or be an entrepreneur or anything like that. Learn to keep it simple. I mean, that's one thing I try to do as best as I can, is to keep it simple, because most of the time people are asking themselves, hey, what do I have to do, and can I do it? Is it worth doing? And then also, if you're ever presenting this, make sure that you give people a realistic expectation. Now, we're not like some of the companies out there that charge, hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars to enroll so that they can pay out commissions, that kind of thing. We're not in that field. We're not in that, genre or anything like that. So just understand that that's what we're trying to do here, is we just want to build a nice, comfortable sales force that can use BIdpoint as a vehicle to supplement their own incomes already in some of your other companies already. Feel free to stick around with those companies. I would recommend that, and use this as maybe just a platform to supplement your income. All right, so real important you do that. And I wanted to show you this, a couple pictures from one of the events, in case you never saw some of the stuff that we did out there. Leon, I know you're on here, so I just showed a picture of you. There's Jim Sharon out there doing a great job talking to some people out there in the meeting we had. There was Chris Benson with our credit card processing division came out. We've got Rick Moore, who was there. We've got, some other guys got to show a little bit of this swag that we got going on. Here's me with Mario out of up by Cleveland. And I had to show this one because it was cool when we had the dinner that night. It was awesome that we were able to go out there and, we had dinner at Mellow Mushroom with a few of the leaders that were able to come in on Friday, which is really, really cool. So anyhow, that was basically the training. Hopefully you like the format of this. If you got any questions or comments now, feel free to post them down below. Now, understand if this is recorded, and you weren't paying attention that this was the recording you're watching, I'm not going to be able to, anyhow, I do appreciate the afternoon to be on here. Hopefully you got something out of this. Like I said, I will put those links and posts in it'll be the info section above this. You'll be able to click see more, and I'll do that as soon as we're done here. But anyhow, if I don't have any comments or questions on here, I'm going to just jump off. I do appreciate you, taking the time to view this. Hopefully you got something out of it. You understand that it's a simple process. BIdpoint's here for the long haul. We got some really, really great things in the works for you, as you can see. And we're just going to continue to keep building on this and really help you, build that nice book of business that you're looking to potentially build. And we appreciate it. So thanks again for being on here, and we'll see you at the top. Thanks.